Live from Appleton, it's APTV.
Welcome to APTV, episode 554 for Thursday, August 8th, 2024.
This week we have Brian back on his feet, Hobonichi News, Pen Club, Pelikan Hub, a plethora of back-to-school suggestions, a contest winner, a new contest plus, another batch of consignment pens that are coming soon, and I bet Brian has a joke.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Brian.
So, say a king sleeps on a king-size bed, right? Queen sleeps on a queen-size bed.
Yeah.
What does a prince sleep on?
I don't know.
Air mattress? Air mattress?
Yeah, I got it. Wasn't funny. I love it when we make Justin laugh. That's like my whole
He's laughing
goal.
at us. He's laughing at us.
Yeah, it's not with us. Today, Thursday, August 8th, is International Cat Day. This is awesome. We are definitely a cat family, both at home and at work. We have Max and Seiko, and they definitely rule the roost, especially Max. He's big.
He's a big boy.
He's a
big boy.
Big daddy's boy. Lindsay has Sebastian and Gannon, and Justin has Luna and Clementine, and no, Clementine is not an orange cat, we discovered.
She's a little orange.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little orange. Which actually is cute.
It is. Yeah.
Tomorrow, Friday, August 9th, is Book Lovers Day. So if you're a book lover, crack open a good book, or tell yourself you will and buy a few more. So.
Oh, yeah. Now, are you a physical book person or an ebook person at this point in your life?
I don't do ebooks. I like to have
Okay.
I like old books.
Okay.
I can see collecting old books when I get older.
All right.
So
So we have to clean off a couple bookshelves then.
Something old.
I like both, personally. I love the feel of a book, but I love ebooks that you can carry hundreds or more with you in your phone or on your tablet. So I do like both.
Okay. And then coming up Saturday, August 10th, is Lazy Day. Perfect excuse for a lazy weekend. We'll be doing that after
2 o'clock?
After 2 o'clock on Saturday. So.
Yes. News. Hobonichi 2025. Our order has been placed. It was confirmed, which is awesome. That's always like, we just wait to make sure that everything.
Yeah, because there's no, you place the order and then.
You wait.
That's it. There's no automatic, like every other order place, you place an order, you get an invoice, you say, okay, thanks for your order,
Right.
Nothing. There's no notification. So you always did it go through?
Yeah. And so when we get the confirmation, that's always like a bit of a relief. Like, okay, we are scheduled to get everything we ordered. Here's, what it is. The full product lineup will be revealed about 9 p.m. Central Time on Thursday, August 22nd.
So I'm guessing that's like
9
a.m. 10
something
a.m.
Japan time on Friday.
The 23rd, yeah.
We are not allowed to reveal anything about this year's lineup until Hobonichi releases it. But between now and then, we will be working behind the scenes to get everything up and ready to reveal. And then sign up for notifications on the website.
Yeah, always fun to see what they come up with. And every year, I usually say the same thing. It's a good, fun lineup this year. So.
Oh my God, there's one that's just.
There's a couple good ones, so
yes.
This will be an interesting year.
Yes.
So, we have Pen Club Reminder that's coming up.
Yes.
Can you talk to this?
Yes.
Because this just changed the other day. So from what I thought it was going to be,
it is Saturday the 17th.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yep. From 2 to 4 p.m. here in the store after we close. And it is, the topic is storing and organizing your pen collection. We may, depending on how well that goes, we may expand into inventory and, insurance, those kinds of things, but basically just storing and organizing.
Am I bringing the pen chest in?
No.
I moved that once.
More than once.
You
and Vinny did it once.
The last time I moved it, that's a whole other story for another day, maybe. So.
Yeah. So if you are coming to Pen Club, if you have questions, definitely bring them. If you have pictures of how you store your stuff, don't necessarily bring all your giant cabinets to the Pen Club, please. But if you have questions, absolutely, and we will talk about that.
And Pelikan Hub.
Yes.
A note from the Hub Master.
Finally got that all organized and sent out. And so we are getting ready for that. That is not until September 27th.
End of September, yeah.
But I did want to at least get everything, get a welcome email out. If you have registered, but with us here in Appleton, but you know that you are not going to be able to make it, please let me know so that I will stop spamming you with email that doesn't apply to you anymore. And if you are going to be around and would like to attend, also reach out and send me an email and we can add you to our list.
Yeah, and I think also if we had somebody who signed up for us, but there's a hub closer to them.
Yes.
Let us know and we can probably
I've already
get you
heard
hooked up.
from a couple people who are not in the area necessarily. How it works is I have to reach out to that hub master to see if they are accepting walk-ins, as it were. Some locations do, some don't. So if you have not heard back from me, Sally and Herb, I'm working on it.
Yeah, so otherwise, just come here.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
It'll be a blast.
We've got a couple pens. So last week I was out.
You were in
And
rough shape.
Freak. I don't know what I did, but my back was out, and you guys.
Your upper back earlier in the week. You said twisting, getting either in or out of the car.
Something, yeah.
And then later in the week, you hurt your lower back, and you were
I
scary.
was out of commission. Literally could not get out of bed on Thursday morning. It was not a quick process. So, so I know you guys talked about some of the consignment pens.
We just glossed over it.
You did a
because
little bit.
I didn't know what half of them were. There were like a couple diplomat arrows and a couple pilots, and that's all I had.
So I'm just going to pinpoint 3 of the pens that I'm pretty sure you didn't really talk about.
I know we didn't.
That are pretty. I think are really cool. They are spectacular. This one is my absolute favorite. So these are consignment pens from a semi-local collector. And I remember the day she walked in and bought this pen because this is a fantastic vintage sailor. It is super cool. At the time, we actually had, I think, 2 of these, one with the sticker and one without, and I kept the other one because she bought this one. But here it is again. And so this is a super cool pen. It's called the KC300 Sailor Rocket. Now, how cool is that for a name? It's got these inlays in the side. It's got the Zogan inlay right on the section.
That is very cool.
And it has this 360-degree wraparound, this conical 14-karat gold nib. It's got cutouts in it. And even cooler, got the original sticker, but it's what they call an A-type visible filler. And so this doesn't come apart like other sailors. And you just pull it straight apart. There's actually a little notch.
Oh, funky. It's weird. It's scallop
shaped.
shaped.
And you put it fits regular cartridges.
Okay.
And it slots into place, and that's it. Okay. And then it's a friction fit cap.
Because the way that looks, it almost looked like it was hinged with the rivets there.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It only goes in one way. So, don't try, if you try to twist it, you'll break it. But it's a super cool pen. It's got a little angle on the end there. I mean, it looks like a rocket.
And you have one?
I do have one,
Okay, so you don't need this one.
I don't really need this one.
Okay.
Want is another thing. But anyway, we have, and these are really, really hard to find.
Okay.
Very hard to find.
So very cool.
And near mint, if not mint.
Okay.
And the next one, this one is another cool sailor. It's kind of an unusual pen. I don't know what the model is, but it's this nice polished lined chrome, 14-karat gold nib. Yeah. Cartridge converter. I can't remember. Some of these earlier pens don't fit the current converters, but they will fit the mini. The mini converter. Like the Rocket will fit the mini, but not the regular. But if you use cartridges, you're not to worry. But this is cool because it's got this nice friction fit cap. It's really, really satisfying. So that we have that sailor. And then this one, it looks like just kind of an ordinary black pilot. In fact, most people will look at it and go, oh, it's a custom 74. Well, it's not. It's really the precursor to the custom 74, the custom 67.
Very cool.
Identified primarily by the 2 bands instead of the solid band. And the custom 67 is actually engraved into the cap band.
That's helpful.
So yeah, in all
I like
other
it when it's easy.
in all other respects, it looks identical to a custom 74.
Okay.
So your standard nib, but it's the custom 67.
And it's cartridge converter?
It's cartridge converter.
Okay.
Fits the modern cartridges, modern converters. It'll fit. I believe it'll also fit the Con 70.
Oh, nice.
There's a Con 40 in this one, so
Okay.
You're good to go. So those are just three. I think three of the real highlights for me as far as the vintage or semi modern pens that were in the lot. You went over some of the diplomats and
Right.
and
We had, there
the
are
sailors.
many pens in this consignment lot.
And I was supposed to bring out a bunch of new ones, but I don't have them pulled yet. There's about 100 pens in lot, so there's about another 70 so that are coming.
Well, that'll keep you out of trouble.
It'll keep me out of trouble.
Between that and Hobonichi.
Yeah.
All right, it is, I cannot believe, back to school week at Anderson Pens. Made me think about when the kids were in high school, when we moved up here. In Florida, the kids go back to school earlier than they do up here in Wisconsin. And then they get out earlier in Florida so that they're done before the heat and all of that. But now that my kids are grown, I've kind of lost track of when back to school is.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing when you were younger? Did you like back to school? Like the supplies shopping?
I was pretty oblivious. Like I knew I usually every year or so I might get a new pair of shoes. That was really more what I was excited about.
Really? Not the pencils and the notebooks and
No,
the organizers
not really.
and the trapper keeper?
Oh yeah, we used to have trapper
Right?
keepers.
Trapper keeper.
Yeah, I had those. That, and I can still feel that vinyl. and then the Velcro and just this tackiness of it. Yeah, no, I mean.
And the pen pouches.
I was more into the shoes.
Really?
Yeah, I just get a pair of shoes. I was happy. I use whatever notebook I had. Didn't matter.
Now,
Took me a long time to turn into a pen nerd.
Did you have to wrap your textbooks in brown paper grocery bags?
Yeah, I like doing it in brown paper. I know some of them you could get like a more of a shiny glossy paper. I don't know what you call it, but I liked using the paper bags because
You could doodle all over
you could doodle all over it, and they really take a beating really well, and then they become nice and soft, almost like a leather. So.
All right. I always enjoyed the sharpening of the pencils and getting the desk all cleaned and organized, and it wasn't necessarily the actual
Am I not surprised?
doing
I can just
the
envision
work,
this.
But, oh yeah, no, it's all about the prep for me when I was young. Yeah, getting everything all straight and organized and labeling.
Cannot believe this. Anyway.
I'm still the same way.
You are still the same way.
So back to school week at Anderson Pens. These are the bomb. I know we've talked about these semi-regularly. I love these. These are the Atoya Midtown pouch. They come in several different color combinations. These are like a heavy-duty, what would you call this, felt?
It's a felt, yeah. And
they really take a beating.
They take a beating. I have had one ever since we started carrying these, so I don't know, it's got to be at least 5-6 years now. And I was using it to transport pen repair tools back and forth from the office. And some of them are sharp, I've got pokers and all sorts of things, and picks and stuff like that. And the thing looks just as good now as these do.
Probably a tiny bit softer.
Yeah,
these are a little
but it's durable.
Stiff,
I can't believe it's how well it holds up.
When we were traveling to pen shows, I had 2 of these, and I used one for makeup and your little mini toiletries, and one for cords. And then this would just stay in my backpack. But these are amazing, and they are $6.99. I love the little, what I call the secret pocket inside, and so you can tuck little things in there too. Love these. And then also to go with
put
that,
your change in there.
You could put anything you want in there. You could put your ID in there. Caran 888 ballpoints. These are the bomb.
They're a nice pen. It's
These
really
are
a nice, nice pen.
Quality feel. It's a plastic body, a little bit of metal accent, kind of a soft click, but you know that it's actually extended and retracted, but great pen, like chiclet colors.
Also doesn't make a lot of noise.
Or Skittles colors.
Sometimes you don't want to be the one that's click.
The Parker Jotter, for example.
I love the Jotter, but it's a loud click.
It's a loud click. This is a very soft click.
Yeah,
so these are great. Occasionally, I know it's blasphemy, but sometimes a ballpoint is what you need for certain situations. These are great. And I don't know, 8 or 10 different colors.
This is a ballpoint here.
Yeah, this is a softer click. But
you
won't lose these in your messenger bag or purse because you can choose some bright colors. There's a yellow, an orange, a hot
green,
pink.
all that stuff.
So. Also in our mailer that went out, we talked about we mentioned the LAMY Pico.
Little shorty, yep.
That's adorable. Maruman Septcouleur notebooks in a lot of fun colors.
And these are
a soft
like a
cover.
3 millimeter graph. So it's a really small graph.
Yes.
Which is interesting. It's very interesting. Nice. I love the feel of the
Maruman paper is terrific, and it's got it's not really, it's smooth, but it's not shiny. So it's a nice, cover. But it's plastic.
Flexible.
Yep. So, Punilabo pen stands and pouches. We've carried these for several years. I love these.
Look at this. Look at
They're
that.
adorable.
Little Scottish fold. Got the ears forward.
We, in our Chicago store when we had it, I think I sold more to adults for themselves than for kids, because why not? So this is the laying down pouch.
And then they have the other one that the head zips off.
Yep.
And then you can pop it up.
Yeah, those are fun. Rhodia and Clairfontaine, always good for back to school. Awesome paper. Some are side-bound, some are top-bound, lined, graph, blank.
French rule.
French rule.
Even French rule.
Okay. They confuse me. I'll just go there.
Girologio Pen Cases.
Great leather cases.
And we still have some of these brown 3-pen zips. These have been discontinued. When they're gone, they're gone. They're not making them anymore. But what a nice case. It's even got the little, you can kind of tuck your zipper in there so it doesn't get caught in anything. Nice loops.
Nice and big.
Big, yeah. So they'll fit big pens.
Put an actual big pen.
Put an actual big pen in there?
Yeah.
That's a 67. That's not huge.
Wow.
But they'll fit King of pens. They'll fit 149s.
Yes.
But really nice to keep your pens separated. And really not going to break the bank, but nice leather. They hold up well. I've been using Girologio cases for ages.
Years and years. We used to use them to transport tester pens
I beat
to
them around.
shows.
I would literally toss them in the back of and they look.
Shoved in corners.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So. Pilot Vanishing Point.
points.
Yep. This happens to be one of the hard to find ballpoints, but what a convenient pen. It's always ready.
It's at this point, it's one of those pens that's been around for a while, so it's not the coolest, newest, FOMO toy. But don't forget about some of the classics. And a Pilot Vanishing Point, it's a gold nib. It's by Pilot, so it's great quality. Don't get hung up on the cheap copies. These are just amazing pens, lots of colors. I love the new acrylic bodies.
Yes, these are really great.
Yeah.
So, and last but not least, Retro 51 Classic Lacquer Rollerballs. Well, I say Classic Lacquer Rollerballs, but pretty much any Retro 51. And I brought 4 of them here that I'm pretty sure we haven't discussed before, but they're also so cute. I really should have started collecting these with the first one, the Cat Rescue.
This is number 5.
Series 5. This one's adorable.
Well, you can start now and work backward.
I know, we have 5 and 4 here in the store, so I just,
So every couple years, Retro 51 releases a new rescue series, and recently they've added an owl and a sea turtle. The panda's been discontinued, so some of them rotate in and out. Mm-hmm. But the dog and cat rescue, this is now Series 5, so there were 4 previous versions of this. And proceeds from sales go to different charities over time. So I don't remember off the top of my head which this
There's a
charity
different one
is.
for each series.
Series 4 was a different charity, and I like that they do that to support that. But yeah, these are absolutely adorable.
So we got that one. And then this one I like too. This one is the Platinum Executive Black Nickel. It looks kind of like a titanium brushed
Very cool.
finish. Is really, really, it's pretty sexy for a pen.
For a
nice
rollerball.
polished trim. Yep.
Retro has also come out with their classic lacquer Stealth series. And we've got Black Cherry, which was
Very
a color several years ago with the chrome trim. Now it has the black trim in the Stealth series. So Black Cherry, and then Midnight Purple, a dark purple, like a blackened purple.
Yep.
And then it also has the black trim. So these are the new Stealth series.
Yep.
We had a contest last week. Oh, that was an easy one. Wish me a happy birthday. David Ottman says, happy birthday, Lisa. It's a joy to tune in every week. Your show is always entertaining and informative. Thanks for all of your hard work. Thank you.
John Park says, happy birthday, Lisa. In your honor, Linda and I are at the DC Pen Show
Nice.
spending just the right amount of money.
Awesome.
I bet you are.
Thank you, John. Speedbird says, happy birthday, Lisa, and enjoy your Saturday off. Yes, that was heaven. Hope Brian is well enough to enjoy it with you. Did you sleep most of Saturday?
No, Saturday we were up and about.
Okay.
Yeah, working on the house.
I missed Brian and his expertise, but it was lovely to see Eric again. Yeah, it was fun.
MT Bridger says, happy birthday, Lisa. Best wishes for a year filled with beautiful ink and cute new Hobonichi planners.
Yes. Robert Cherry says, happy birthday, Lisa. Life only gets better with age. Wish Brian a fast recovery with his back. Everyone have a great week.
Thanks, Robert. Marilyn Gardner says, happy birthday, Lisa. I can't believe you're 59 years young.
Yep.
You look so much better than I did at 59. Great to see Eric, too, and hear him shopping the selection as he always does. Can't wait to see you all compare notes on the Hobonichi selection once released. Question, will the wax seals melt in shipping in this hot weather? We do have the answer to that.
They do not.
They do not. Actually, what we did is we... the question came up, and I hadn't thought of it. I said, well, that's a valid concern, right? So I took a package of wax seals.
And Brian's referring to, if you're not sure, the handmade wax seals that we now sell. They are pre-made, have an adhesive back, so all you have to do is peel off the backing and slap it on an envelope and mail it.
So I put a package of 4 or 5 in a box, and
in the sun, in our garage.
I put it in the garage, and I kept forgetting to bring it into work, and I left it outside for probably 5-6 days.
And this was during one of our heat waves.
Yeah, it was really super hot. I opened up there and just fine. Yep. Just fine. In fact, we actually have them pretty close to the front in the store, where we were concerned that the heat from, the front windows would come in, and they're just
absolutely
fine. They're just fine. Yeah. So no worries about that. Summer Pearl says, happy birthday, Lisa. I enjoy the pen cast every week. Buy yourself a nice fountain pen to celebrate, or better yet, broadly hint to Brian one you'd like.
I can't think of anything that I really, really want. I'm just saving up all my favors.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
For my ring.
We have a winner. Why don't you tell us who the winner is?
It's a vintage ring that I lost 40 years ago, and my mother just sent it to me. It's got a big crack in it, so someday we will get that fixed. The winner of a $59 credit to your Anderson Pens account, MJ Walicki, says, happy birthday, Lisa. Enjoy your Saturday off. Hope Brian is back on his feet very soon. My birthday is next week. Happy birthday. It always overlaps the Wisconsin State Fair, and the small extra gift I get every year from hubby is a trip to the fair. Very cool. Have a wonderful birthday. And you as well.
So, congratulations. Send an email to eric@andersonpens.com. He'll take care of getting that credit onto your AP account.
Yes.
We have a new contest.
We do. Eric and I were talking about this, and it really made me think about things. So here's the question. If you could start your pen collection all over again, the whole process, what, if anything, would you do differently?
I've sort of done this a couple times. When we first got together, I sold off, I don't remember how many hundreds of pens. that forced me to look at it and say, okay, well, what is the focus of the collection and what is just kind of this peripheral thing that I got because I bought a lot of 10 pens on eBay and I sold 3 and the rest were free, you know.
Right.
So what would I do differently? I would spend less on cheap pens. And I think that's probably sage advice across the board. But buy fewer cheap pens and buy more pens that have substance, that are
better quality.
You know, I would probably venture more into Maquet than I already am.
I'm scared.
It's not an inexpensive hobby, but I would probably go down that route to have because then you have gonna have a smaller collection, but it's gonna be a cohesive group.
And better quality. Back in the day when we started collecting, eBay was really the only option besides an occasional pen show.
Antique shop or something.
Antique store. There were more pen stores back in the 90s, but if you didn't live, near a big city, I lived in Tampa at the time, and there was a pen store in downtown Tampa, but I hated to go downtown, so I rarely went. The other problem is now you've got all the cheap Chinese knockoffs, and you read all over the forums that, I bought this $6 pen, it's not writing very well. I understand, it's a safe way to try it, but the quality is definitely not the same.
Not always the same.
I would probably have more of a focus.
You have zero focus. And I can say that without...
when it comes to pen collecting,
yeah, you don't have a focus.
I am laser focused on what you're saying next. I went with whatever struck me. I started with an Eclipse overlay, and then
thank God we got you out of that.
Got into for a while. I had an entire collection of Waterman number 7s, which even back in the 90s and early 2000s were not cheap.
Probably cheaper now.
It was quite an impressive collection there for a while. Sold all those off. Got a little into the Waterman number 5 ripples. These were ripples. But I think I would probably try a little more focus. To me, the problem with that is it feels limiting. I mean, okay, so I'm going to collect, Retro 51s, which are great pens, but what if I see something that I like? So
that's where it's like a tree. It grows. Then you prune it back, and then it grows again, and then maybe it grows in a different direction, and you prune it back, and then, it evolves. It's an evolution.
So what would you do differently if you started your pen collecting all over again?
So
it'll be interesting to read
It will be. One commenter will be chosen at random to win a $20 credit on his or her Anderson Pens account.
Yep.
I was supposed to talk about new board consignment pens, but I don't have them ready, so...
We're not going to
do that. You got anything else you want to talk about?
No, we covered Pelikan Hub. We covered Pen Club. We covered Hobonichi. We're excited about that. That's our focus right now.
Yep.
And you are mostly better?
I'm 92% today.
92. Okay.
So anyway, thanks for joining us. Tune in next week for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
Like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.